All right, guys. So we got Mr. Cory Lowe here today. Just finished up with former athlete in our program here. Cory ended up losing right around 20 pounds, right?
That's right, 20
Okay.
pounds in 16 weeks. So for a little background, I'm 38 years old, was a college football player, post-college, pretty regularly did CrossFit throughout my adult life, and kind of went through swings of, gaining weight, losing weight, working out a lot, not working out a lot, kind of went through rapid uh, changes through time. At the beginning of this program, so it was July 2020, we were in the thick of COVID across the country, and I had been working from home for about 3 or 4 months at that point and felt myself being really pretty stationary, pretty lethargic. I didn't have my CrossFit gym to go to. I wasn't working from my office anymore. So it was pretty lethargic and at home. So started the program in July, and I'm really glad I did. It was the best thing I've done for my health and fitness in a long time, primarily due to the lifestyle factors that Coach Murphy addresses. The idea being that it's not so much about these extreme workouts or even extreme, dieting or food restriction programs. It's really about finding an active daily routine you can stick with day in, day out. And over time, you see the small benefits of that.
Other than the weight loss, like what were the kind of the biggest, I guess, the biggest changes for you in the positive ones that you took away from this?
Yeah, dialing in nutrition was really the big one. You know, I I think being former athletes, we all know what good nutrition is. We know how to eat well, eat whole foods, not eat junk, but we don't always do it. It's easy to slip into bad habits. So
Right.
dialing in the nutrition, finding a daily routine of 3 meals that I could stick to was huge. I found myself eating bigger meals each meal of the day so that I could cut out the snacking and the junk in between meals. And then once dinner was done at the end of the day, no more food after that point. Eat a nice dinner, drink lots of water, go to bed without any further snacks. So really dialing that in is what allowed me to see some progress through the program.
I love it. And so you have two kids, right?
2 kids,
Two
two
kids.
boys. Yep.
You work, your wife works full time, but you still found time to get this all done, find the routine, do all that stuff.
Yeah. And to be fair, that was true before the program too. I would normally go to my office, get a CrossFit workout in at lunch, and then we're a pretty active family as is. We like to ride bikes and ski and do other things outside of work. So that was pretty true even before the program.
Yeah.
The big factor for me that changed was working from home on a regular basis, not having access to a gym, working from home every day. I just kind of gave up on fitness. I would do some active things outside with my kids and family and whatnot, but I didn't really have a good workout regimen. And
Right.
so, yeah, being able to establish that at home. And I tinkered with it a bit. At times, I was doing the workouts at night after my kids went to bed. That didn't prove great for me in the long run. I finally got to the point where I was doing them at roughly lunchtime again, just as I was when I was working in an office, but doing them from home and establishing the daily routine. That's ultimately what I found got the results. It's the daily routine over and over and over again, not any sort of crazy crash program.
So last question I have for you, Cory. If there's somebody on the fence that's trying to decide whether or not to do this program or not, what would you say to them?
Just dive in and start. I was very hesitant up front, I'll be honest. Obviously there's some money to pay, and it was just very different than what I was used to. I was used to having access to a CrossFit gym and that kind of being enough, and setting my routines around that. But without that, I needed a change. The real success, I think, for this is realizing that guys like me, former athletes, who are, a little bit older, need to find a daily routine they can sustain and maintain, not for the next 30 days, but for the next, call it 30 years, right? Because we need to find fitness and nutrition and a daily routine that works for us long term. And that's really what this program helped me find. I previously was going through these big swings of like super fit for a while, not super fit for a while, eating well for a while, not eating well for a while. And by joining this program, it helped me figure out a routine and a program I can sustain and maintain for a long time to come. I don't feel like tomorrow, just because the program is ending, I'm falling off. It's going to be easy and I want to sustain it. So for anybody on the fence, just dig in and try it. The results are there. You got to work for them. You got to put in the effort and the have some discipline to stick with it. But the results are there if you want them.
Awesome. Love it. Well, congrats, Cory. Congrats on your results. Thank you for being a part of the program and trusting us with this process. And wish you nothing but the best, man. Life-sustaining results. I love it.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you for everything.